Every record that's built out within Casebook has a unique email address auto-generated and attached to that particular record. This allows you to monitor and conduct both inbound and outbound email communications. So if I need to go ahead and send a new email from this particular case record, I'm able to search for either the caseworker that I'm working with or maybe the client. As long as I have their email address, I can add them to this list. I'm also able to CC someone. Maybe I want a supervisor to be made aware of this conversation. And so I can then input the subject line, the content of that, as well as any attachments that are relevant to that particular email. I'm able to add them just like you would a normal email attachment. And as I send it, it's going to show that it's coming directly from my user account email. But it will also CC this particular case record's email in that conversation. And so if they reply all, I'll be able to see that entire conversation, that chain of communication, right here within that communication section of Casebook. Another helpful application of this tool is if you're working with volunteers or outside parties that need to be able to submit data into the system, but really shouldn't have access to Casebook and all the personal records housed within it. If you give them this unique email address and they save it as a contact within their contact list, they can send notes directly into the system. So any email conversation generated outside of Casebook will show up not only in the communications section, but also in the notes section categorized as an email note. And I'll be able to see the sender of that, the date and time that that email was sent, the content and subject line, as well as any attachments that have been added to that particular email. This allows me to monitor my communications with the client from this record, as well as my conversation about the client within the record. And thus, I can protect the data and have that information log in case of auditing. And I'm always able to follow up on those historical conversations.